Hello everyone, we are back today. I made this pattern, so I'm going to cut it. I'm making the dress. I already have the pattern, so I'm just going to proceed and cut. This is the center front part. So this is the center front. I'm going to pin. As you can see, I'm cutting the center front on fold. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come down here. I hope you're seeing. I'm going to come down here, and on the hem, add 3 to 5 inches. Okay, you can add 3 to 5 inches. So let me add 5. Okay, so I'll add 5 inches here, and I'll take a straight line up to the waist. Okay, let me get a black marker. So I'm just going to place and take a straight line up to down. Make sure it's a straight line. If you have a ruler, it's better you use a ruler and make a straight line. So I'm going to cut. I've added 5 inches, and I'll add a sewing allowance of approximately 0.5 inches. So we're going to notch the under bust area and the bust area and the waist area as well. Yeah, so this is the center front part. We are done with it. Now I'm going to cut the center back. We have some part missing down. We have to add a piece. What do I do? We have a missing part down. So I'm going to join this part here. Let me get some salted and join this part down. He's coming here this time. Give me a minute. So let's first cut this center part, this side front part. I need 2 pieces of this. So Would this be enough, really? Oh my God. I need 5 inches down for each part, but I feel as if it will not be enough. So I might have to decrease in the inches and make it less than 5. So let's see. 5 inches. Okay. So this side, I'm going to make 3. I'll decrease the other one as well, the one of the center. So I'm going to make 3 inches to balance it very well. So from here, I'm going to measure 3 inches. And from here, I'll measure 3 inches as well. So, just calling. Sorry for that. So I'm going to measure from the waist to down. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to place my meter here and take it up to down. I don't have a, oh my goodness, I don't have a long ruler. If you have a long ruler, it will be better, but I don't have one. So I'm trying to use the measuring tape as my guide. Okay, so this side as well, I'm going to come from the waist here and take to the 3 inches. So I will have to pass through this pattern a bit. It really doesn't matter because there is space this side, okay? This space can cover up for this space that I've deducted on this side. So that shouldn't be a problem. That's not a problem. So okay. Already remember we added sewing allowance on this side, so it doesn't really matter. The sewing allowance on this side is already there, so you don't need to add more sewing allowance on this side. But on the other side, you'll add sewing allowance. So I have to pin so that I can cut well. Hi, Kanatova. Jolkat. Oh my goodness, what's that name? I cannot pronounce it. How are you doing? Thank you for watching the live. I'm really grateful. Yes, so I'll come here and cut. So I'll cut this side as well. You have to add sewing allowance. You should add sewing allowance, please. Okay. So this should be back here if you're cutting another dress and not a flared one like this. So the front part is done. The front part is done, but we have to decrease this. Remember, I said we are taking now 3 inches instead of 5 because the fabric was not enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now take 3 inches from here and cut the excess. So 3 inches. I'm going to mark again 3 inches. So if you have a long ruler, the better. If you have a long ruler, the better. If you don't have, then you have to use your hand or your measuring tape as a guide. So and when I'm cutting, remember we said we need sewing allowance here. I don't use so much sewing allowance. Something is stuck on this. It's not moving well. Remember we said we have to leave a sewing allowance. Okay, so this is the sewing allowance I've left here. So we are done with the front part. Let's do the back part. For the back part, I need everything very long. By the way, someone requested for this video, so it's not something I plan to do, but it's someone request video, so I'm doing it for them. Yeah. right, so let's seal this together. Oh my goodness, I messed up, you people. I messed up. I messed up things. Oh my god. Can you imagine? I don't want to sew here. I would have sewn, but I don't have the time to sew. So I'm just sew tape. So we are cutting the center back part. Okay, then I cut the side back first. Then I'll cut the center back. So I need the back part longer. So I said I want the back part longer, so I'm going to make it longer than the front part. So let's cut the center part. I said we need songalawo towards the center. Okay. I messed up things, you people. I was supposed to measure. Why did I? Oh my goodness. So I'm going to come here and measure. How did I cut? What was I thinking? I'm going to come from this part. So I have to seal this part again. I'm going to measure from here to the length I want. So I'm going to measure 3 from here, and the 3 from here will be here. Okay, so this dress has a train. That's why I'm making the work from here. I'm going to take a straight line up to down here. I'm going to seal this back. Yeah. So I'm taking this from the waist as well to here. I have to put this back. Okay, I'll do that later. So this part is longer down, it has a train. So I'm going to cut another part. I have a lot of excesses here. So we are going to seal this again with salt tape. Oh my God. What's happening to my network? Let me check. Okay, so we are going to cut the center back. So this is the center back part, and I'm going to place it in the middle. So I'm going to place it like this. Okay, so I'll bring this part I'm going to bring this part, align it well. Okay. So we align it like this. So I'm going to pin. Network is not good. Okay, so after pinning it, I'm going to take it down, this down, and see where it stops. And I arrange everything in the right order. We find out that this stops here. Okay. So this is the point where this stops. So when you look very keen, what's happening to my network? This part stops here. Okay, this part stops here. So what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to shape how I want my train to be. So I'm going to place this here and take, depending on how long you want your train, make sure it blends in very well. Okay, so this is how I want my train to be. I'm going to get my scissors here again and cut from here. Okay. So after shaping here, I'm going to come on the waist and get my meter and point it to down. Okay, so as we did for the other pieces, I'm getting, this is my waist, I'm taking my meter from here to down where my train is supposed to start, it's supposed to stop. So this is it. It is better you have a ruler. Yeah, it will work best for your lines to be straight and everything. But I'm just showing you that you should have a long ruler or place something that can be straight to where you want your crane to stop. So I'm just making these lines. They are not as straight as they should be, but they should be straight. They must be. Okay, they must be straight. So this is the side back, not the center back. The center back is this part. So I'm adding sewing allowance. Okay. So we are now on this side. I told you this is where our train is supposed to stop. This is where we stopped it. So now I'm going to pin and get a ruler or your measuring tape, because in this case we don't have a ruler that can take up to where we want, and connect it back to the waist. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to place, I hope you're seeing, I'm going to place my ruler here or measuring tape and take it straight to the end Okay. So this is how it is supposed to be placed. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to make a diagonal line up to my back and bring it up to the waist. Okay, so I said you should add sewing allowance. No need for sewing allowance. I had forgotten. In the back, no sewing allowance needed because we already have the sewing allowance there. So you come and cut this part. And ta-da, we are done. Oh my God, it's been a long time. So you can see where this stops. This stops. Okay. So we are going to join the parts together with our sewing machine. Let me just make the place tidy. Then we can go to the sewing parts. I don't like untidy places. Yes. So this is the back. And here we have the front. Okay. So let me pick up things here. Clear the mess. And then we can sew. Then we can sew. We can sew. See you go I have an idea. I don't know if it will work. Of using these strings on the joining part. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. In a minute. I'm looking for a different color that can make my design come out well. Where do I get the other color? I need another color. Okay, I think I should use this, but it might be so rough. Okay, let me just think about it. goodness. Okay, let me just choose black and black, but I wanted a different color to make it a little bit colorful, but whatever color I got is not enough. So let's use black. These pieces that I cut, we are going to use those and do the sewing. So this out. So we start with the what part back, with the front part. Okay, let's start with the front part. Okay, so this is on fold. The thing I hate in markers is entering your fingers. You come with clean fingers, you leave with dirty fingers because of markers. So let's do the joining. So you have to see the lines. This is the under bust here. You have to make sure that everything is in alignment. Okay, so this is the under bust. You must make sure that everything aligns so well. And pin, it is important to pin. I emphasize that because when you pin, you'll know that if there is anything that needs adjustment before you can sew. So make sure you don't miss the pinning stage. Okay. Yes. So you arrange this inside and then cover it with this. It's not piping. When you're doing piping, you do like this. You get maybe by a step and all that piping you're using, you arrange it in this direction. So this is not piping. Yeah. I don't know how it will come out, but I want to try. So if you want to do piping, you do like this. Okay. But I'm doing like this. Yeah. I'm doing like this intentionally. We shall see how it will play out in the end. So I've started under the bust area. You know the beauty with plastic, eh? Yeah. You want to try out things, you try. After all, the fabric is cheap, okay? You can try out your ideas with no worry. Oh, my plastic, my fabric, no. Just try out your ideas. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, yeah, at least you've tried to. Make sure they are on the same level, because if they are not, it will compromise the sizing of your dress. So you must make sure that the level is the same. Yeah, the level of the side seam and of the piece you're inserting. Okay. Okay. So we are starting from here, you can see. Remember, we left a sewing allowance, so don't go beyond that. 0.5 sewing allowance. Make sure you use that. If you use more, you're having fitting issues. using. So let's see what we have sewn. Okay, so we have this. What I'll do, you see this here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shape it. I'm trying to make it decorative, that's all. Okay. So if you're using fabric, you can open it up, iron it, and I think it will look beautiful. Just think. Yes. Okay, so let's sew the rest. So now we are sewing this part, and we are getting another piece. So this is the level we place this. So we are going to place this here as well, and place this here. So I think this will be better in another color, but unfortunately we don't have it. But it will look better in a different color. The design we are putting on. But if we don't have it, we shall use the black we have. Yeah. We are done with the front part. What I'm going to do is to shape this. Oh my god, I cut this. Oh, you people, what's this? You say I cut here. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is not good at all. Oh my. You have to be careful, Banangi. You have to be very careful. If it was fabric, I would be done. Okay. I cut here and I cut here. It's very unfortunate, but it happened. So if you're dealing with fabric iron, yeah, this iron. Okay. So the front part is done. You have to put facing here, pad the bust here, the upper bust up to the under bust very well. Yes. So I'm going to the back part. I'll not do that. This is plastic, but you have to pad the bust here very well. So let me start with the back part. This is the center back. So for the center back, I'm not going to put that decoration. I'm tired. I'm tired already. It's time wasting. Let me just sew straight and colors. Okay. So this was a zip allowance. So I'll estimate that my zip will stop around this area. Okay, let it stop here. So from here, I'm going to sew down. This is the center back, 2 pieces of the center back. I'm going to sew them down and leave the space for the zipper. I'll come back to that part later. Okay, so I'm starting around here. Remember, we left sewing allowance of 1 inch. So when you're starting that place, back stitch. Oh my God. Hey. What was I sewing? Huh? What was I sewing without threads? Can you imagine? Huh? I was busy sewing without threads. Okay, we stopped somewhere here. So Right, so we are done. Cut off the excess threads. Everywhere you have excess threads, cut them. Okay. Okay, so this is the zipper part. Alright, so we are going to join this part, but remember we had to seal this part here, so I'm going to do it and then we can join. Here I messed up here. So I'm going to take one by one, seal it back, then sew. Here is where I messed up. Oh, so it was supposed to be like this. I cut it wrong, so didn't do it properly. You people. It's not sealed well. What I can do is get this piece here and place it here like this. And it will just stick in. Yeah. Okay. So the part that was showing is now covered. Okay. don't be misled. This one is just to cover this part that was shown on this side. It has nothing to do with the dress. Yes. So okay, now I need to see where this started. Okay. So this started from here, going down. Okay, so now we are joining this side to sew the sew. Oh my God. Now I'm done with the front and the back parts. So this is what I have on the back. Now I'm going to shape it again. Okay, I'm going to shape it again. Depending on how you want your shape to come out. I think it's better to do like this. So So this line should be seamless, should be seeing nothing. Okay, so we are done with the back. Now we are going to the front. Join the front to the back. So this is our front. We are going to join the shoulder and the side seams. Okay. So depending on the sewing allowance you left on the side. Okay. So this is the front and this is the back. So as I told you, this should be seamless, should not be automatic, so it should have a good flow. can make this a little bit. Okay, so we are done with our dress. There is no zipper yet. But this is how our dress looks like. So it's long in the back and short in the front. So I'll wear it when I get that time, and you'll see how it came out. Yeah. So thank you. Zena, show it. Zena. So I'll wear it and see how it comes out. Thank you everyone for watching. I love you so much. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a good day. Bye.